What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am your host, Slackers, and I am hungry. Now that we got that out of the way, I got a video today. I had something else planned entirely, but I wanted to push that back because I'm still kind of working on it and tweaking it a little bit. So today, let's just go over something a little bit more simple, and maybe there's a few shows in here that people aren't thinking about that could still have representation in Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. So it's a top 10. Well, it's not really a top 10 list. It's more of a list of 10 shows that could still be represented in Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl with playable characters. So let's start things off with the first one. Number one, we're just going to go super easy because just get it out of the way. Fairly Odd Parents, of course. You got characters like Timmy Turner come to mind. Cosmo and Wanda, possibly, although they should be in his moveset, in my opinion. Crimson Chin would be really fun. Jorgen, Von Strangle, there's all sorts of different possibilities that could absolutely make sense for this show. But, I mean, come on. We haven't seen any playable characters, which is kind of why Fairly Odd Parents is on the list. Number two, let's just also get this one out of the way, too. Jimmy Neutron, I mean, come on. A lot of us expect it to happen. Although I won't be surprised if he doesn't happen. I have my reasons for that. Maybe I'll make a separate video about that. But Jimmy Neutron, Hugh Neutron, Ultra Sheen, Ultra Lord. Come on. Like there's Carl. Got to throw Carl Weezer in there too. But there's so many options. This is one of their big flagship shows. He's been, Jimmy and Timmy. They've all been in tons of Nickelodeon games in the past. Why can't they do it now? So yeah, simple. Number three. And number three, let's get the other third one out of the way, shall we? My Life as a Teenage Robot, Jenny, XJ9, if you will. Another very heavily requested fan favorite. Just because she's a fan favorite right now and being heavily requested, though, doesn't mean she's guaranteed to be in the game, because they've pretty much already made the roster for the game. But post-launch content is a possibility. If she doesn't get in for the base roster, all this support is only going to help her later on if she doesn't get into the base roster. But again, this is just a character, another series, another show that we don't have any representation in for the game yet, so makes the list. Number four. Now let's start digging into shows a little bit more that maybe some people might not be thinking of, maybe some people haven't heard of, so we're going to start Cat Scratch. Now there's a few possibilities for the characters here. You could do Mr. Blick, you could do Gordon, you could do Waffle, you could do a 3-in-1 character. They rotate out, they play all at the same time. I don't know if the game would handle that, but either way, there could be some fun stuff right there, right? Team attacks, that could be like their big thing, right? Again, if you do a 3-in-1, maybe somehow it's a tag out. This is going to be kind of reaching a little bit, but what if they played like Pokemon Trainer? Not where they get summoned or returned to a Pokeball, but like maybe two of them are standing in the background and then you press a move and, one just automatically swaps in or something like that, So team attacks, Cat Scratch could be fun.
Number five.
Fifth one, let's go with the Angry Beavers. This is another show, kind of one that I'm a little fond of because I kind of grew up watching it. So again, it's not characters, it's not a show, it's not anything that's getting talked about to a big extent. But there's some murmurs out there, there's some whispers of it. Oh, Angry Beavers, something like that. People are kind of talking about. So Daggett and Norbert from the show, again, they could be another 2-in-1 type of character. At least that's how I envision. I don't think they would need to be separate. I think it would be a really fun duo. So, of course, they're beavers. They got big teeth. They got big tails. Something with Beaver Dam, wood. I don't know. Just come up with something. It's kind of easy. Like the way that we've been seeing movesets so far through the reveal trailer, there could be some wacky picks in here. And trust me, I got a really wacky one that I don't think anyone's going to expect or even talk about.
Number 6.
Next up, The Adventures of Manny Rivera, or El Tigre, if we will. Like, it's almost like this character is made for fighting. Weird, huh? So, the character, if you don't know, how about a couple examples of moves, right? He's got doesn't he have like his hand is like a grappling hook? Perfect. There's your recovery move if you want to. It could be a grab as well. What else did I have here? He's got super strength. So, perfect. Great. You can pick up those bigger characters so it doesn't seem strange, right? So, what is the other one? Retractable claws, swiping, scratching people. Come on. He's just kind of built for this. Number 7. Next up, Tak and the Power of Juju. Another show that's getting Not a lot of talk, not a lot of buzz about it, but it could be one of those sleeper picks. So Tack, what could he do? What does he bring to the roster in terms of a moveset, in terms of a character, right? Presence. What does he do? Well, he's got magic juju powers. If you don't know what that means, I don't have all video to explain it, so I'm just going to leave it at that.
Number 8.
Number 8, let's go with Garfield. Look, if you don't know, some people don't, Garfield is actually owned by Nickelodeon's parent company, Viacom. So, and I believe there's actually like a scheduled new Garfield show that will be airing on Nickelodeon once it's ready to go. So, Garfield himself, right? This is a very legitimate, honest pick that could, well, legitimately happen. So, Garfield, let's just throw him out there because, again, could be a character that, again, people will be surprised about because, again, not a lot of people know. Even when I talk about Garfield in other videos, there's still people that will type in the comments like, really? I don't think Nickelodeon owns him. And then, oh yeah, by the way, Viacom owns him, so Nickelodeon could use him and blah, blah, blah. And there you go.
Number 9.
Number 9, Tough Puppy. Anybody remember this show at all? Who voiced the main character? Wasn't that what was his name? Jerry Trainer? Is that the dude I'm thinking of? I think so. But Tough Puppy, Dudley Puppy from the show, right? What else? What could he do? Right? He's a dog. Well, he's a puppy first and foremost. He's tough. Some of the abilities that he has, he's got super speed, or sorry, not super speed, but he's really speedy because he got like the speed of a greyhound. He's very powerful, like another type of dog, and then he's got like a powerful punch, like a boxer. So he's got a bunch of different, great traits of other dogs that you can put in. Plus, why not just get a dog in the roster? Maybe we could even get like an option for one of the taunts. We can go over and pet him. I don't know how that would work with other characters, but it's a thing. Number 10. And the last one, I know this one's going to be way off the wall. I don't expect it. Action League Now. Does anybody remember this show? Didn't it happen during like All That and what was the other one? The Kablam, I think it was. Anybody remember this show? It was very short. It wasn't like more than a couple minutes long or something. Action League Now has all sorts of wacky characters. So somebody like Thunder Girl or maybe Stinky Diver. I know there's another guy, but he might not be he might not be appropriate for this game because of his powers. But what about one of again, Thunder Girl, Thunder Girl? She flies like thunder, and Stinky Diver he used to be like he's a commando in the Marines or military or something. So I'm sure he's got an interesting background. He stinks a lot. He hangs around toilets, so do something with a toilet. Maybe he throws a toilet. Maybe for a recovery, he gets flushed in the toilet and then it shoots him straight back up. I don't know. Just something wacky. Like, that's the whole point of Action League Now. A character from that, just super wacky. That is all for today. Quick little, again, it's not a top 10 list, but it's a list of 10 things that we could see other shows get represented in Nickelodeon All-Star. If you have any other shows that people don't really talk about, feel free to drop them in the comments. Maybe I'll make a part 2, use some of your suggestions. I still got a few more on here, but yeah, trust me, there's some I haven't gotten to that I should have, but want to kind of, stretch people's brains out a little bit, make them go, ooh, I didn't even think about that. Could be fun. Again, there's a few of them I'm not expecting, but heck, you never know. Many more surprises to come.